Hi, this is Veena Madhupana. I'm here to talk about user and functional requirement specifications that has to be written for qualifying an environmental chamber. This project I have done at the New Jersey Institute of Laboratory back in New Jersey. This is the authorship, this is a tabular column for writing, before writing the user and functional required column, you have to write the name title, for whom, like if you are submitting it to the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, you have to write in the required format as this one, and including the date. And the approvals, the role and department, the officer will be approving this user and functional requirement specification. I would like to talk first installation and environmental requirements. There is the user requirement. Basically, we as a user are giving to the organization like what kind of an environmental chamber we want in our laboratory. So that comes the user. User is the one who is using the product or for whom the team is developing the product. Basically, the chamber, this is the first, right from the installation environmental chambers to, with respect to our environment conditions in the lab, we'll have to write a requirement, it's like a survey, it's like the requirements we are writing for the installation one, and operational and performance requirements. Like if you already have the performing chamber and if you had any problems with that or any disadvantages with the already performing chambers, you could write your performance and operational requirements. So these are the installation and environmental requirements. First, initially the chamber, it must be floor standing with ability to cool and heat. The chamber, it must be installed on wheels, basically for mobility, and the wheels should have some locks to prevent free movement of the chamber. This is because during the continuous accidents that we have seen in the laboratory, there is always possibility that the mobility must be locked at one place. It should not be mobile. All electronic components must be grounded for the safety of the lab technician. The chamber, it must be able to work with a power supply of 24 volts and the impedance of 250 volts. This is very important because high voltage of the chamber may lead to the damage of the internal panels of the system. That will ultimately affect the processing of the system. The chamber, it must have a continuous power supply and should notice the difference. That is due to it should always have a backup support. All alarms must be installed. This is very important that it happened once in the FDA institution itself, due to the alarms, due to the lack of alarms, there happened to be an expiry of a lab technician. So alarms must be installed, and all the alarms or the emergency button, it has to be displayed it must be very handy in to the environmental chamber. It must not be somewhere back. For us, to display the emergency button. And during the time of emergency, the chamber should have the alarms in such a way that it should not disturb the internal processing of the system. Like when you have a mixer going on inside the environmental chamber, it should not disturb the mixer content, but instead it should give the alarm. So that is one of the environmental requirement. And the chamber should have start and stop control buttons, display for signal, and emergency. As I told you, an emergency stop button should be in the. It should be very handy. An exterior and interior panel should be made of. It should be made of materials which is non-reactive to products and the environment. It should not be reactive to products or environments. Like some of the due to exposure of air, it may lead to rust and lead. So that such things should not have happen. And the chamber, it should maintain a set temperature regardless of the ambient temperature. Irrespective of the temperature outside, it should have the constant temperature of its own environmental chamber. These are the installation and environmental requirements. Coming to operational and performance requirements, these are the requirements that you have to give to the organization, how you think that the performance is, like for what purpose, if it is for the cell culture growth, and what kind of requirement you will have to give to the environmental, what kind of requirement, based on the requirement you will have to give the performance requirements to the organization. The AC should have heating, refrigeration and humidity control from 10 to 72 Q/point. That is from the previous research, that is assumption analysis. The chambers must be able to maintain temperatures from 0 to 72 degrees centigrade, and it must not exceed the preceding temperature. That the given temperature should not exceed apart from 72. Must be able to store glassware, plastic tube and sealed plastic containers. It might be one of the biological laboratory. Yes, it is. This is because it has to store glassware, plastic tubing and sealed plastic containers, and it should also use for installation and sealed plastic containers. It should have a defrost function, like this is because it might have, because it is maintaining a humidity control of 72 cubic per feet, it will have a frosting function, so it should also have, the chamber should also have a separate defrost function. Emergency stop function to stop all active operations without damaging the chamber. That is what I told. Like when you have an alarms displayed at the center, it should not affect the internal frosting process. It should not break the glassware that are present inside the electronic chamber. And the microprocessor based controller in the chamber, it will allow the user to input values. Like the microprocessor, it should have a that is inside the chamber. When you run the processor, it should have a long-term values, and it must be able to store, as we see in PCR, polymerase chain reaction. When we press the step button or the back button, it will repeat the process. Like it's like a redial thing. So the microprocessor should be, it should be microprocessor based control. The advantage is like it will help us to remember what we have done in the previous cycle. So if we want the mixing to be 72 cycles per hour, if you press that button, it will repeat the same 72 cycles per hour. That is how it has to be. The chamber has to be microprocessor based controller. The controller must be resistant to external interfaces caused by cellular phones, and when it should not have any magnetic field must be 0, obviously. The recorder must be configured continuously to record both temperature and humidity for every 5 minutes. This is one of the requirements. This is because it is a biological laboratory, and the temperature recording is very important, and any variation in the temperature may lead to the fatal condition of the cells. So the temperature maintaining is very important, and it has to record for every 5 minutes. These are the operational requirements. After submitting the operational requirements, the validation officer checks if your installation qualification, if your installation requirements, performance requirements, and operational requirements are meeting the are in compliance with the regulatory affairs, and if they are meeting the FDA regulations and rules. So these are checking by the validation officer, and will be giving approval by the validation manager to the organization. Thank you.